Okay, let's be real. We've all seen AI do some pretty mind-blowing stuff, right? It can write code, whip up amazing art, answer just about anything you throw at it. But have you ever asked it to plan something, actually complicated, like a big family vacation? Yeah, it can be a total disaster. So today, we're going to dig into exactly why that is, and then we'll look at the seriously cool new tech that's finally solving this massive headache.
So yeah, let's just put the question right out there. Why are these AI assistants, which seem so brilliant, so terrible at planning anything complex? I mean, they have access to basically all of human knowledge, but they can't seem to remember a simple instruction you gave them just 2 minutes ago. What is going on here?
And the answer, believe it or not, is shockingly simple. They're trying to solve these huge, complicated problems with practically no memory. I want you to imagine trying to bake a cake, but every single time you look down to read the next step, you completely forget everything you've already done. Did I add the eggs? Who knows? That's pretty much what we're asking a standard AI to do. The root of it all is a lack of memory, or in tech speak, a lack of persistent state.
Okay, to really see what this looks like in the real world, let's check out a great example from a new research paper out of Stanford. The researchers gave a standard AI what sounds like a pretty straightforward task: plan a family reunion dinner. Now, this is a perfect test, right? Because you've got all these moving parts, people arriving at different times, cooking that needs to be timed perfectly, and rides to and from the airport.
So, this is the plan the AI came up with. And wow, it's a mess. First off, it gets the travel time wrong, thinking a 60-minute drive is only 45 minutes. Okay, a simple mistake. But here's the kicker. Dinner's already at 6 o'clock, but grandma's not there. Why? Because the AI literally forgot to arrange for anyone to pick her up. This is so important. It's not a failure of smarts, it's a total failure of memory. It just couldn't hold all the pieces of the puzzle at once.
So why do these crazy memory failures happen? I mean, how can an AI just forget grandma? To get to the bottom of this, we need to understand a really key difference in how AI agents are designed. It basically comes down to two very different approaches. All right, so on one side, you've got what's called a stateless agent. Think of this like having a conversation with someone with severe short-term memory loss. Every single thing you say is treated as the start of a brand new conversation. It's a total blank slate every single time. Now, this is great for simple, one-off tasks, like a quick Google search. But then you have the stateful agent. This is the game changer. This agent remembers. It keeps track of the context from everything you've talked about before. And that's what lets it handle those big, messy, multi-step projects. It's the difference between a basic calculator and an actual project partner. And that Stanford paper we mentioned, the one called ALS, it actually pinpoints 4 key reasons these stateless models fail. First, they can't check their own work. They make a mistake and just keep going, no questions asked. Second, they have something called context erosion, which basically means they forget the details you gave them at the beginning of a long plan. Third, they suffer from, and I love this term, next token myopia. They're so obsessed with figuring out the very next word that they completely lose the plot, the big picture. And all of these problems, every single one, points back to that one core issue: no persistent memory, no state. Okay, so if the big problem is an AI with no memory, then the solution is pretty obvious, right? We have to give it one. And this simple idea is actually a huge shift in how we're building AI, and it's what's going to unlock the next generation of AI that's actually, useful.
There's this quote I saw that just nails it perfectly. It says, AI agents are evolving from one-off responders to context-aware collaborators. And that's exactly it. We're moving away from AIs that just answer one question and then forget everything, and moving towards AIs that can actually work with us on a project, remembering what we're trying to do from beginning to end.
So let's just nail down exactly what we mean by a stateful AI system. It's basically a setup where AI agents have a memory that sticks around. This memory keeps track of everything: past conversations, decisions that have been made, and where things stand right now. It's this shared brain that finally lets the AI handle complex stuff without messing up, or, leaving grandma stranded at the airport. Okay, so how do you actually build an AI with a memory? This is where we get into the really cool stuff. Let's go back to that amazing framework from the Stanford researchers. It's called ALS. That stands for Adaptive LLM Agent System, and it's pretty much the blueprint for building these super smart, stateful AIs.
So here's how ALS works. It's built in 3 layers. First up, you have the workflow blueprint layer. Think of this as the master project manager. It takes your goal and breaks it down into a structured, step-by-step plan. Then you've got the agent factory. This is awesome. It actually creates a whole team of specialized AI agents, each one designed to handle a specific part of that plan. And finally, the runtime layer is where the action happens. It executes the plan, and this is the crucial part. Every single agent is constantly writing down what it's doing into a shared memory.
And get this, it's not just one AI trying to juggle everything by itself. Alice builds a whole crew of specialists. You've got validation agents. They're the fact-checkers, making sure rules are followed. You've got context agents, who are in charge of keeping their eye on the big picture. And you've got monitoring agents, who are like lookouts, watching for anything that might go wrong. And the most important thing, they are all reading and writing from the same shared memory. It's just like a team of human experts all working from the same whiteboard. So everybody is always on the same page.
Now, all of this sounds incredible in theory, right? A team of AI experts with a shared brain. But does it actually work in practice? Well, the researchers didn't just talk the talk. They put Alice to the test against some of the biggest AIs out there. So let's see the results.
Check this out. In a super complex ride-sharing test, basically managing a fleet of cars, ALOS just blew away the competition, including top models like GPT-4o and Gemini. Its plans were a full 20% more efficient. That means shorter routes, less gas, the whole deal. But here's what really matters. ALOS hit every single deadline. The other AIs, not so much. They were struggling just to keep up.
Okay, now I want you to look at this number. 0.86%. What on earth is that? It seems tiny, but it's actually a huge deal.
That number represents how close Alas got to a perfect solution on a massive industrial scheduling problem. We're talking one of the hardest planning puzzles out there. Alas was nearly flawless, getting within less than 1% of the absolute best possible answer. And the other AI methods? They weren't even in the same league. They were off by 15 to 34%. That's a massive difference, and it proves that this stateful, team-based approach can tackle the kind of real-world complexity that other systems just can't handle.
But here's the thing. Making a perfect plan is one thing, but we all know that in the real world, plans, they break. Flights get delayed, a key machine goes down, stuff happens. The real test of any planning system isn't just making a plan, it's what happens when everything goes wrong.
And this, right here, is where Alas is just on another level. So let's watch what happens when a machine breaks down in a factory. Step 1. Boom, a machine fails. The whole schedule is now garbage. But instead of the whole system grinding to a halt, Alas does something called local compensation. The agent for that broken machine doesn't send out a global panic alarm. It just calmly tells its immediate neighbors, hey, I'm going to be a little late. And then those neighboring agents, on their own, intelligently reshuffle their tasks to absorb the delay. And the result? A new, optimized plan just kind of emerges. The problem gets solved with the least possible disruption. It's not just smart, it's resilient, it's adaptive. It's honestly incredible.
Okay, let's step back for a second and look at the big picture here. What does all this mean? Why does this shift from a stateless AI to a stateful AI actually matter so much?
It's simple, really. Giving AI a memory is the absolute key to unlocking its potential for real, serious work in the real world. It's the bridge that takes AI from being a fun toy or a clever chatbot to being a truly reliable system that you could trust to manage a global supply chain or run an entire factory. Memory is what turns AI into a tool you can actually count on.
And that really leaves us with one last big question. We've seen how giving AI a memory transforms it from a forgetful gimmick into a powerful partner. So if memory is the key that solved planning, what other doors is it about to unlock? What other problems that seem impossible today will stateful AI solve for us tomorrow? Now that is something to think about. Thanks so much for joining.